And the next we are going to learn about quadratic equations and cubic equation. The first thing we saw linear equation. The difference between the linear equation and a quadratic equation, it has higher power 2 in a variable. In the linear equation we saw higher power is only 1, and in quadratic equation the highest power is 2, so that the variable has 2. So that the general form of a variable is ax square plus by plus c is equal to 0. Suppose I am telling 6x square plus 5x plus 5 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation. Suppose 6x square plus 2 is equal to 0. This is also a quadratic equation because the higher power of the first variable is 2. And here the important thing is that a must not be equal to 0. It must not carry the number 0. We know about this. Now, as we saw in a linear equation, we have only one root. We are rushing to find the value for x in all the problems, and in this thing we have two roots. The roots I can take there is alpha and beta. Here we saw just only alpha. Here alpha and beta are the roots. How we are going to find the roots? The formula is, as you must have learned in your earlier classes. X is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Here a value, b value and c value are given, so that substituting we will be getting the root. Here plus or minus, which helps you to identify the roots. Here alpha is one root and beta is one root. And in the next step we are going to learn about the sum and products of the roots. What is the sum? The formula for sum is minus b by a. Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Here in the ax square plus bx plus c, a, b, c I am having minus b by a. What is this? Minus coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is b, so that minus b. Coefficient of x square is a, so that minus b by a. And here product of the terms is alpha beta c by a, constant term c by coefficient of x square, which is a. Understood? Just memorize these formulas. And at last, the construction of a quadratic equation. Now suppose you know the sum of the roots and product of the roots. What you will be doing, you can easily construct the quadratic equation using this formula. X square minus sum of the roots plus product of the roots is equal to 0. Understood? It has I repeat, the quadratic equation has the highest power of 2 in a variable, and it has two roots, and the sum of the product of the sum and the product of the roots are minus b by a and c by a respectively. And here, using, if you know the sum of the roots and product of the roots, you can easily construct a quadratic equation. Now one more important is, we are going to learn about the nature of the roots. As we know this formula, minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 2a. In here, b, if an equation is given, you just take down a, b, c values, substitute here b square minus 4ac. If b square minus 4a is equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. The question will be asking, determine the nature, so that if you get the value for b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, then you can easily write down the roots are real and equal. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the roots are real and unequal. Now b square minus 4a is less than 0, roots are imaginary. Suppose here the roots are less than 0, it will be imaginary. It comes in terms of I. Now if the discriminant is equal to 0, roots are real and equal, and if the roots are real and unequal, the condition holds b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. B square minus 4 is less than 0, it will be imaginary. This is called a discriminant. And we can see the next problem. I will teach you how to solve some basic quadratic equation. I will tell you the trick of solving. Put a t first of all and multiply a into c, which will come around 6. A into plus 6, which is 6. Now here I must write down two numbers that must be a factor of 6. I can write and factor of 6, this product must be a factor of 6, and if we add these numbers it must come to be minus 5, and if I multiply I should get this 6, and if I add them I should get this one minus 5. So that what kind of number I can choose? 2 into 3, it's okay. 2 into 3 is 6, but it does not satisfy minus 5, so that something like minus 2 into minus 3 is 6, and also minus 2 minus 3, I am adding these things, it will be minus 5. So that these are the factors. Now here I have x square, I am splitting it like this, x comma x, so that x minus 2 and x minus 3 is the answer. X minus 2, x minus 2, and here x minus 3 equal to 0, so that the value is x is equal to 2 and x is equal to 3. Understood? I repeat, in this problem just multiply a into this constant term. Here 1 I have, 1 into 6, it is 6. I just want two numbers which are the factors of 6, and on adding it must give the coefficient of x. 2 minus 2 into minus 3 is 6, and also if on adding it will be 5. Okay, in next problem you can just try this problem how to using tree method. Okay, now I am writing down, I am putting down this tree diagram. 2 into minus 5, which will be minus 10, and I'm going to find out the two numbers that is the product of minus 10, and on adding it gives 9 plus 9 plus 9. Okay, now what will be the answer? 10 into minus 1, right? 10 and 1. If 10 into 1 is just nothing but 10, somewhere I have to put minus this two terms. If I put minus here in front of 10, that will become minus 9, that will not be the answer. If I put here 10 into minus 1, it is 10, this is satisfied, and 10 minus 1 plus 9, that is satisfied. Okay, that's fine. Now just draw a line, one more line. Here 2x square I have, split it, 2x, 2x. If it is 6x square, what will do? 6x, 6x, like that. Now 2x, I can cancel this, it will become 5. Here I can't cancel this. Write down first, root is x plus 5, and here 2x minus 1 equal to 0. Got it? What is the value for x? X is equal to minus 5, and for this 2x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 1 by 2, and x is equal to 1 by 2. The value for x is 1 by 2. Understood how I am doing? I am multiplying 2 into minus 5 here to get minus 10, and I want two numbers that must be a product of, that must be a factor of minus 10, and on adding it must give you plus 9. And I am splitting this 2x square here, 2x cancelling off and making it a root. And the next question, third question, here as we saw, we find the nature of the root. First question, 5x square minus 4x plus 2 equal to 0. Here if you are supposed to find this, first write down a, b, c. A is equal to 5, b is equal to minus 4, c is equal to 2. The condition is we are going to find b square minus 4ac. What is b square? Minus 4 the whole square minus 4 into 5 into 2. 16 minus 22. No, sorry, 20 into 40, which will come around minus 24, which is less than 0. So that when b square, as we saw, when b square minus 4ac is less than 0, it is imaginary. Nature of the root is imaginary. You can also do the second problem on your own. In second problem, a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 6, c is equal to minus 3. What is b square? Minus 6 the whole square minus 4ac, 4 into 2 into minus 3. Here 36 minus 4 into 2, 8 into 24, it will become plus 24, which will be equal to 60, which is greater than 0. B square minus 4ac is equal, is greater than 0. It will be, as we saw in the last one, greater than 0 means real and unequal.